Tonight, we give you a look at the new WSU Art Museum.
And we give you a preview of Mums Weekend activities.
And we have an update on new tariffs for China. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Brooke Wolford.
And I'm Afiq Hisham. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The Jordan Schneitzer Museum of Art, referred to as the Crimson Cube, opened today at noon. We sent Jesse Maywald out to hear about what people look forward to with the new gallery space. Jesse?
Students and members of the community have expressed a gratitude towards the new 15,000 square feet building space here at the Crimson Cube. I'm here with Jordan Schneitzer, one of the primary donators for the new building. Jordan, what are you looking forward to with the building?
That every day from 12 o'clock on, that this museum becomes part of every student's ordinary campus life. It couldn't be placed better, right across from the Cub, across from the stadium. I hope art becomes a part of every student's life, so when they leave here, they don't think museums in their hometowns are for someone else, because this museum is for everyone on campus, and every museum across the country is for everyone in those communities.
Students are showing a great gratitude. Come see us today at 12, live from the Crimson Cube. Jesse Maywald, Murrow News 8.
If you and your mom want to see some live music this weekend, country star Brett Eldridge brings the Long Way Tour to Beasley Coliseum tomorrow night. Fans say Eldridge rose high up in the country music charts recently, describing his voice as, quote, smooth as honey with a Tennessee whiskey edge, unquote. The show starts at 7:30 p.m.
The State Department of Commerce and Community Action Center gave $800,000 to build 56 affordable housing units in Pullman. These construction projects primarily focus on providing affordable housing for homeless families with children, people with disabilities, veterans, and large families. Officials will locate the units near Pullman Regional Hospital and begin construction this summer. Ticketing for parking violations in Pullman may rise for the first time in 2 decades. Police Chief Gary Jenkins' proposal includes a $30 fine for first-time offenders, a $50 fine for the second violation, and $75 for the third offense. Currently, parking tickets carry a $10 fine for each violation. Jenkins says it can be problematic when some violators view the current fine as a parking fee. He plans to discuss the matter with the Pullman City Council on May 17th to bring parking violations downtown under control.
Other changes in town include a potential new food co-op. The expansion of the popular store in Moscow has no location or timeline for the project. The Moscow Food Co-op recently expanded to the U of I campus. A new study found a high demand for healthy food alternatives by college students, which might explain the success of the on-campus location. Whitman County is going to be seeing a lot of renovations and updates this summer. Cooey Hug went to Colfax to talk to local businesses about what they think.
A popular campground company will be bringing its first campsite to the Whitman County. Campgrounds of America has been expanding across the country with over 500 locations in the U.S. and Canada. Talking to local business owners around the Palouse, they didn't seem to mind the new campground idea.
This is kind of like the main shift place where a lot of people do stop to go. I mean, it was kind of like a central location where people do stop for their next destination and stuff. So, I mean, I'm kind of excited. Hopefully, it will bring more traffic to our area.
Along with the new organization running the Boyer Campground, most of the campsite-based facilities are 43 years old, including the marina. The Port of Whitman County is applying to do renovations to the marina, a projected $2.5 million project.
We received a planning grant from Washington State to plan and engineer and permit a new dock system. And if that plan is approved, then we will apply for a grant, up to $1 million grant, that needs to be matched with $1 million of our money. We think it's going to be about a $2.5 million project to replace the docks.
Any tree with this pink X here will be cut down and removed to make sure that there's more space for people to come camp here. There's roughly 15 to 20 trees around the campsite that will be cut down to make available for more space.
KOA's first campground on the Palouse will be coming soon, and reservations have already started. Time will tell how successful this campground will be. Cooey Hug, Murrow News 8.
Guiding Paws of the Palouse is hosting its 4th annual blindfold brunch to raise awareness for people living with visual impairments. Guiding Paws of the Palouse trains dogs to assist visually impaired people. The event will take place Saturday at 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Chinook Student Center. You can get tickets online at Guide Dogs of the Palouse's Facebook page.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Up next, we have an update on President Trump's tariff regulations.
And hear how Washington State is standing up to Trump's immigration policies when we return.
President Donald Trump says he may implement $100 billion worth of additional tariffs on China's exports to the U.S. The consideration comes after China announced tariffs on $50 billion worth of U.S. goods. This responds to the U.S. proposing similarly priced tariffs on China's exports earlier this week. If the U.S. moves forward with the proposed tariffs, depending on how companies respond, products nationwide could undergo a price increase. This may include, but are not limited to, various home appliances, electronics, and general manufacturing equipment. In addition to the tariffs, President Donald Trump says the United States will impose a total of 19 new sanctions against Russian oligarchs and their respective companies, all having ties to Vladimir Putin. These sanctions come as a surprise since President Donald Trump announced a meeting with Putin later this year. While the U.S. imposes tariffs and sanctions on China and Russia, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi says the two countries' relationship is the best it has ever been.
Despite President Donald Trump's deployment of National Guard troops at the U.S.-Mexico border, a caravan from Central America continues to attempt to make its way across the U.S. border. The caravan will disperse into smaller groups once they reach Mexico City. About 200 people will march all the way north. Others will stop to apply for refugee status in Mexico.
Until we can have a wall and proper security, we're going to be guarding our border with the military.
Some governors replied enthusiastically to the president's call for National Guard troops at the border. Others say they will refuse to comply. The president only reached out to border states to carry out the action, but he did not indicate whether he wanted it to be a national effort. New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas said they supported the plan.
Despite President Trump's announcement, Tacoma Council member Keith Blocker called on the public yesterday to add to the city's deportation defense fund. The fund will reportedly pay for legal representation for those going through the deportation process. A committee will review proposals next week to decide which agencies to fund. Under city guidelines, those covered include detained local residents or those in the middle of deportation who cannot afford a lawyer.
President Trump told reporters yesterday he has no knowledge of the $130,000 payment made to Stormy Daniels by Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, before the 2016 election. Cohen allegedly paid Daniels to keep her quiet about an affair she had with the president in 2006. This breaks the president's month-long silence on the matter, though he publicly denied the affair ever happened.
Well, I wonder what that's going to mean for President Trump's lawsuit with Stormy Daniels.
Well, I suppose only time will tell.
I guess so. I'm excited to hear about it.
Definitely.
Stay tuned to learn if you will be spending your weekend indoors.
And learn what rocked California yesterday when Murrow News 8 returns.
Tell him that I've begun to dream of things sun, wake the sun.
A 5.3 magnitude earthquake hit Southern California yesterday, the strongest in 3 decades. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the quake hit the Channel Islands area near cities such as Los Angeles and Ventura. In an online tweet, the Los Angeles Police Department say they plan to work with all local partners to check infrastructure and critical locations. Mom's Weekend starts today at WSU, and we are wondering if we'll spend time with Mom outside. Matt Money is here with the weekend's forecast. What can we expect, Matt?
Well, Brooke, I'm thinking it's probably going to be an inside weekend with Mom. As she got into town today, if your mom came, you're going to see that not too bad of a day. We had cloudy skies into the middle 50s. That's probably going to be the best day of the weekend if you're planning anything for Mom's Weekend, so maybe take her out late night tonight. As you look across the state map, you'll see cloudy skies all across the state. Pullman at 55, Spokane at 50. Now, the strange thing here, you'll see that Yakima, Wenatchee, they're normally a bit warmer, but they were actually kind of cooler than us today. Seattle and Olympia in the mid to upper 60s. Vancouver down here actually got up to right around 70, got up to 69 degrees today, which surprised me. If you see tomorrow morning as you're waking up, if you're planning something with Mom, going to be rainy all day long. You'll be about 47 in the morning, low 50s throughout the rest of the day as the rain showers continue. So it'll definitely be an inside day with Mom if you're going to the concert maybe. And Sunday looks a little worse, dare I say, with wind and rain in the low 50s. Monday will look okay though with a little bit of sunshine, but Tuesday back to the showers. And then Wednesday and Thursday, they're okay, mid-50s, and you might see a little bit of snow, rain mix in the morning Thursday. So that's what I have for you for your Murrow News 8 forecast. And back to Brooke and Afik at the desk.
Thank you, Matt. We may be experiencing rain, but that is nothing for the athletes on our next segment.
Stay tuned for WSU's Cougar Corner when Murrow News 8 returns.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org because great things happen when we live united.
We're going to have a full slate on Cougar Corner today. We're going to start out by talking about Conor McGregor's incident in Las Vegas last night.
That's a really nice way to put it.
I'm sure he feels great about that today.
I bet he does.
On a lighter note.
Water. Yeah, a little bit.
No doubt. On another note, we're going to go to basketball after that, the NBA, to see the Nuggets and the Timberwolves do get out for the 8th seed. That was some exciting stuff.
Well, I'm really excited to hear about all of that. Thank you for joining us today. Every weeknight at 7 and 10 p.m. we'll see you, Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great night, and don't forget to follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Good night, Pullman.